In March of 2025, after visiting Saigon, I was on my way to my next destination for a few days of street photography. Since it wasn't all that far, I took the bus to Phnom Penh, the capital of Cambodia. When I arrived, it was raining, and the same was true the next morning. So I had to wait until the afternoon to finally take out my Leica Q3 for a bit of street photography action. The river you can see here is the legendary Mekong River. It originates on the Tibetan Plateau and flows through Myanmar, Laos, Thailand and Cambodia before ending in the Mekong Delta in southern Vietnam. A lot of the activity in Phnom Penh happens along the riverside. I've been here before, back in 2019, and during that visit there was a dragon boat festival, which was amazing to explore and photograph. It looks like there was a photo shoot going on, so I decided to stick around and see if any other interesting moments would unfold.
Okay, I need some pigeons to fly actually.
After taking a few candid shots, they asked me if I could take a group photo of them, which I happily did. Later, I sent them the photos, including the group shot.
Thank you. Good? Suppose. Okay, so I think you can get good shots here at the riverside, but the problem is the time window you have is maybe 30 minutes for the best lighting. And for today it's over. I have 2 more days. Let's see, I come back tomorrow and the day after, and let's see, maybe I get some more shots here.
The next morning, I took a tuk-tuk down to the riverfront. To my surprise, it wasn't as busy as I had hoped. There were, however, a few people on a cleanup mission collecting trash from the day before.
Good morning here from Phnom Penh in Cambodia. So it's very early, it's 6:30 in the morning, and as you can see there's already some activity here close to the Mekong River, and I'm going to take advantage of this today again with the Leica Q3. So I'm pumped to shoot. It's my second day here and it's going to be awesome. It has to be awesome. So without further ado, let's get started here in Phnom Penh in Cambodia.
All over Asia, you'll find these outdoor workout stations. They are usually busiest around sunrise and sunset, when the temperatures are more manageable. Honestly, I'm not sure what this exercise is all about, so let me know in the comments if you have any idea. For a change of scenery, I walked over to a nearby market to see if anything interesting was happening there.
All right, so far so good. Riverside in the morning is awesome. Not sure about the market. I mean, the market is, yeah, what you would expect, but I'm not a fan of markets. I've said this before, and I would say it again over and over. Not a fan. Usually I try to shoot more what's around the market, not the market itself. But yeah. All right, so what you can see around me, all these buildings, they weren't here the last time I was in Phnom Penh, roughly 5.5, 6 years ago. Which is crazy, man. The city has changed so much. And also with all the construction and everything, the traffic has become way more crazy. Yeah, you can see, I mean, especially later on in the day, you can tell when you walk around here, there's so many cars. It's crazy. So here it's more cars than motorbikes. In Vietnam, it's the opposite. It's more motorbikes than cars. Wow. So let's try to find another location. I'm not sure what else is there to shoot, because now it's getting warmer and warmer, and at some point it's getting just simply too hot, and there's no point of shooting anymore because it's just brutal. It's just so brutal. Was that like a sleeping taxi? That was funny. On my way back to the hotel, I came across this scene here. Of course, you know, I have to take a photo, so I got out my camera again, set everything up, and took some photos. Maybe I'll take some more, let's see. Yeah, I just have no choice. Maybe he's hungry. Oh, that's kind of funny. The dog likes jeans. All right, here, Riverside. It's so random, you never know what you will find here, which is really good. So, because even though, yes, you can expect a lot of pigeons, a lot of people feeding the pigeons, but there's also some other random stuff happening. So that's what makes it really exciting. I remember last time I was here, I also shot mostly around here, but because of the festival that went down last time, the Dragon Boat Festival, that was really sick. So there was so many people and it was awesome. So if you ever have the chance, check out, I don't know when it is. I think last time it was around October, November-ish. So check it out, just Google Dragon Boat Festival here if you want to come here, because I think that's probably the best time to shoot here, because there's so many people. Also on the other side, there were lots of people watching. It's pretty exciting, and not many tourists here, so yeah. If you want to come here, I think other than that, it's probably not worth it, I would say, because it's not that much to shoot here. Even though city's like kind of big, like 2 million people, but it's not super exciting for street photography. But if you have the chance, come here for that festival, because that was pretty sick.
It's really astonishing how many pigeons you find near the riverside. I'm not a fan of these flying rats, and I honestly don't understand why people feed them. But that's just me. By the way, I've just added new upcoming workshops for 2026, as you can see here on the screen. So If you'd like to learn from me in person, meet like-minded people, and have an awesome time, head over to my website to learn more. You'll also find the link in the video description and in the pinned comment. This was my second day, and I still had one more day left. If you want to learn how to use flash in street photography, check out one of my workshops or my ultimate guide to flash in street photography video course. I also have a brand new course with new content added every month. You'll find the links to both in the video description and the pinned comment below. On my last day, I left about 30 minutes before sunrise with high hopes of catching some early morning activity, especially since it was the weekend. I arrived at the riverfront right at sunrise, and to my surprise, it was rather quiet. Once again, people were working out, but that was pretty much the only activity I could spot.
Hey, morning.
You're a photographer?
Yes.
Later that morning, I crossed over to the other side of the river, but there wasn't much going on there either. The city had changed a lot since my last visit. It had become much more modern. Aside from the riverside and a few side streets, things felt quiet, with most people getting around by car. Honestly, I was shocked by how drastically the city had changed. Despite the presence of extremely expensive cars costing hundreds of thousands of dollars, most people still seemed very poor. The riverside, on the other hand, has a nice vibe. But for street photography, it might not be enough unless you visit during the water festival, which brings a lot of activity to the area and usually takes place in October or November. This is when you will see the dragon boats race.